we are getting ready to hit the road again, so let's turn on the gas. And the fridge. And let's fill up the water tank because we're going to be dry camping. And secure the bike rack, just in case. And as you can see, we have our new chairs and tables secured. This time we are not going to the gas station to check the tires because Suaoki has sent me a review unit of their air compressor, so let's test it out. It does come with a 12-volt cable and cigarette lighter plug and adapters to fill up a basketball or an inflatable boat, and even a flashlight. The power cable is perhaps a little too short for the position of my power outlet, but it'll work. It has buttons to set up the desired pressure, in our case 50 psi, and it is supposed to stop when it reaches 50, so 49.5. And it does. We're ready to go. I'm riding with my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah. As you can see, I got a new side camera, but I'm actually not too thrilled with the quality. It is one of those cheap GoPro knockoffs, the SJ Cam or something like that, so at least I won't be crying if it falls off the trailer. Well, you've seen the Miami traffic before, so I won't bore you too much with that, because today we're going to the Everglades. We're going to mingle with the alligators and the anhingas and the mosquitoes. Yep, it is going to be great. Yeah, I said mosquitoes. We go through the Miccosukee reservation here into Big Cypress National Preserve. Here to the left, we have Midway, the only state campground with hookups in the whole preserve. And here to the right is the Oasis Visitor Center, a perfect place if you want to get your alligator viewing fix, if you know what I mean. And it is the southern terminus of the Florida Trail. Actually, you can pretty much see alligators anywhere if you stop alongside this road. We're staying at Monument Lake Campground, which is one of the few places where you can find vacancy on short notice in February. The only caveat is that you have no hookups, but well, we have solar and we should be okay. Let's look for the camp host. And here we are, site number 5. Let's get situated. The only negative I see so far is this dirt road around the campground, and whenever a vehicle goes through, sometimes it can get dusty. As I said before, we have reserved the site number 5, which, a little counterintuitively, is the first one. Actually, it is the last one. Butterflies. We are pretty hungry, so we are cooking up some bacon and we're going to make burgers. It's gonna be great. So we'll stay here at the Monument Lake Campground and the Big Cypress National Preserve. And I don't know if you know, but we're having an unseasonably warm winter here in South Florida. Usually it's warm, it's in the 70s, but today is probably mid-80s. I mean, it's kind of hot, even with the fantastic fan in there and all the windows open. It's still kind of hot. Anyways, we're gonna try to do a little section of the Florida Trail here. As you can see, this campground is weird because these sites, I'm on site number 5, by the way, recommended, fully recommended, very nice, in front of the lake. And part of the site is on that side of the road, and the other part of the site is here. It's like our official assigned picnic table. It's here, so it's kind of weird. But anyways, it's very pretty. Let's go back to the Oasis Visitor Center to get some info and do the trail. They do have very knowledgeable and helpful rangers and lots of information. And as I said, this is the southern terminus of the Florida Trail, and we're hoping to do at least a short section today. The trail goes north from here through the Everglades, around the Lake Okeechobee, actually all the way to the Florida Panhandle. We only plan to do a small fraction, actually just to the end of this runway. Where's the gator? There's the gator. Another friendly gator. All these gators are right here by the visitor center, but if it is gators you want to see, oh man, you ain't seen nothing yet. At the beginning, the trail is really wide and very nice. Pretty butterflies flying around. The orange mark here on the tree seems to be a blaze, marking the narrowing trail. As we advance north, a swarm of hungry mosquitoes starts following us, surrounding us, and we forgot to apply the bug spray, so... Can you see all the mosquitoes around me? Too many mosquitoes. I think we're gonna return. Well, that was an epic fail if I ever saw one. But man, the mosquitoes were relentless, swarming us. And I think our bug repellent was expired because it didn't really do much. I'm itching everywhere. Alright, let's continue. Let's see what we can explore. Did you see that fish eating something off the back of the gator? That's so cool. Okay, since we failed massively at doing the trail, we're going to take the loop road, which may be the next best thing. By the way, most of the loop road is unpaved, as we go deeper and deeper into the swamp. This here to the left is the Gator Hook Trailhead. We were actually here before, about 2 years ago. I'll put a link to that video. We quickly find out that when you see people stopped by the side of the road, it usually means that there is something to see. Duh. Gator alert! Let's go back. Alright, let's continue. We were going to continue when I realized that this, the Sweetwater Strand, is perhaps one of the best spots in the whole loop road to see wildlife. And now for the piece de resistance, I present to you the Sweetwater Strand. Okay, let me zoom in one more time on the great blue heron. Hello there, little bird. Now, wait a minute. Was this guy always here? Maybe too close for comfort, huh? Yay! Paved road. And why did the vulture cross the road? Here's a gator guarding what seems to be the entrance to a house. Can you imagine? This area around here used to be a town called Pinecrest, where Al Capone actually used to own a home and a hotel and even a brothel. I have always wanted to check out a couple of pretty remote campgrounds around here, maybe for a future trip. This one here is called Mitchell's Landing. Pretty narrow road. These are apparently the campground host sites. And this back here is the main campground. At the end, there is a ramp where you can launch an airboat. Yes, another alligator. These large houses here to the right, they belong to the members of the Miccosukee tribe of Indians of Florida. And I was actually tempted to say Native Americans, but that is actually the official name of the community. And we are back at Monument Lake. Well, I literally almost stepped on an alligator, don't tell my mom. But didn't you like that loop road that we took? It was a little rough, not as rough as the Dalton Highway in Alaska, but it was very nice. A lot of gators and birds of all different kinds. I liked it. Well, now we're gonna have some wine, watch the sunset, which is about to happen, and maybe I'll do some astrophotography if the conditions are okay. It wasn't the most spectacular of sunsets, but it was nice. We're taking a walk around the lake, and there's Minitini on the other side. And here's the tent area, lots of people making fires. Good morning. Hey, where's the lake? Okay, let's get in the car. Today we are going to Shark Valley. Yesterday, don't tell anybody, I actually came in through the exit. Didn't make sense to me to go all the way around the lake, creating a dust storm for everybody else, when we are actually camped so close to the exit. By the way, how about this fog? Looks kind of creepy, huh? We have to drive about half an hour east towards Miami in order to get to Shark Valley, which is one of the most popular places here in the Everglades. There's a trail where you can ride your bike, and there's also a tram. Today, we're going to take the tram, and we'll see if it lives up to the hype. And here we are. There is a line to go into the Everglades National Park, and we have a 9 a.m. reservation, so let's hope we make it on time. Morning.
Hello, how are you today? It's $25 center.
There you are.
Thank you. Give me one moment here.
By the way, it is $25 to get into the park, and then $25 more per person for the tram. Maybe next time we'll bring the bike. Here's our guide. The tram is actually kind of noisy and uncomfortable, but hey, it is what it is.
There are two birds, see, directly across from us. They are called the white ibis on my side of the trail.
Little gator.
And there's an alligator in the water, guys, right in the water. And guess what? It's in the death roll. Look at that. Right away. Right away. Right. Something great to look at, and there she is. See a car in front of you, and in front of all of you, look over here, and what do you see? You see flat land, so flat. Right for the noise, but it's important. Wheels, guys. On the banks, we have a borrow pit, the first borrow pit, and sitting on the bank of the borrow pits to the left, we have some birds that we call anhingas. Season and the dry. We are riding Kahioki, means grassy river, because we are on a moving river. So if I took Patty sitting right here and I plunked her right in the middle of that grass, she would float. You would float right to the Gulf of Mexico. You would float southwest because we're on that moving river. We have a convention. We have a Democratic convention meeting of great white egrets starting to dry up. Every square inch of depression makes a different ecological area. So here we have a mini Cypress dome, very mini. And what's so unusual about it is that cypress is a conifer. Conifers don't lose their leaves, but cypress does. And when it does, tannic acid falls off goes into the ground, into the limestone, making it very soft. We have an alligator here, and a great blue heron. You're my wildlife spotter, thank you. So, and look how nice it looks. Right, just like that. You know what, we're backing up a little bit. We're not allowed to do this, so don't tell anybody, okay? Okay, stop it. Stop. Oh, look at this guy. Right?
Oh, he's looking at us.
It's silt and sand. So we are actually looking at prehistoric animals on their hind legs, and they could run 30 miles an hour. Where the water was 6 weeks ago. Imagine that. Of which we. And over here, lightning knocked down a tree and opened up this hardwood hammock. So if you look inside, oh, look at them. Oh, how sweet.
Look in front. You just see the
We'll pull up for you in the back. Do not worry. So get your pictures in, guys. Tell me when you're there. Done. Comes up. Get pushed down. That is a daddy alligator. Now, did anybody have a bad show? Oh, here we have our third borrow pit.
on the right, on that side.
Now, on the water,
Look at all the birds.
right here, we have birds that we call cormorants. So the platter,
You stand up.
but on either side, right here and there, these birds are called anhingas. Wait, and Eugene, over here, we have, you see the bird that's right over here? It's a yellow-crowned night heron. And here, we have an alligator. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Forget the alligator. That's an anhingas, it's
Looks like
swimming.
an alligator.
It looked like the trail that it made. Didn't it look like an alligator? Okay, so we have some great white egrets here.
Great blue heron.
That's a wood stork, yes. Wood storks are called our indicator animal, bird. No, that's not a wood stork there. It's a wood stork there. And if you look at its beak, it is nice. Here's a great white egret on my side of the tram, guys. It's I just ate a fish. Did you see that? Did you see a catch? Here. There's a great blue heron on this side.
Another one.
Whew, I can see the tower in the distance.
Put her on board is a dollar model. The tower? Okay. Here's a beautiful look at the wood stork. And when we see the wood stork, we are so happy because we know that the Everglades is in good shape. We also have a gator on my side, right here. A male alligator, by the way.
Look at the alligator.
Okay, let's walk up to the tower. We only have 15 minutes here, which doesn't seem to be a lot, but here's our welcoming, friendly alligator.
Bye, gator. It is land.
It would be cool if we could walk all the way to the top, but no, the top is closed. And here it is, the Everglades, a cool 360-degree view. Check out all the gators down there.
Well, she left where we went around the first one first started. She could not make head of us. She could be back. She could
That in the distance, that is the downtown of the Miccosukee village. Time's up. Let's go back down. And there's our alligator. Everybody take pictures. You see, he's harmless. Maybe not. On the way back, we are told the story of the Brazilian kid who got attacked by a gator, and how the mom started punching the gator, and how they airlifted him to Miami. I'm sure everybody gets told that story, but hey, it's a good story. Spoiler alert, it had a happy ending.
Too close to the alligators, I would not suggest this. That's a mama.
Okay, let's go back to Monument Lake, our campground. We're here taking a break right now. That was Shark Valley. As you saw, it was very nice. I had very high expectations, and when you have high expectations of a place, you have a tendency of ending up disappointed. But it was very nice. The elderly couple that were giving the tour, full of anecdotes and full of valuable information. Although for me, the highlight of the trip was that loop road we took yesterday. Anyway, we're here at Monument Lake Campground, as you know, and now we're going to get something to eat. Of course, it is Florida, so at any time you can get a downpour. It's just a cloud. It'll go away. Let's go eat. This here to the left with the Florida Panther sculpture, that is Trail Lakes Campground. We ought to stay there sometime. But right now we are going to Joni's Blue Crab Cafe, which is a very high-rated restaurant around here, and actually one of the few places around, unless you want to drive down to Everglades City or Chokoloskee. We're going to have an IPA from Isla Morada Beer Company, and they have live music. Pretty cool. This is the swamp platter with alligator bites and frog legs, and yeah, very cool place. Now let's drive real quick to Ochopi. Alright everybody, here we are at the Ochopi Post Office, considered to be the smallest post office in the United States. So here we are. We've been here before, but I thought I'd show it to you since we are so close. Let's continue exploring. We are going to turn left here on Birdon Road, which eventually merges with Turner River Road, which actually goes all the way up to the Alligator Alley and some other campgrounds, but the road is in really poor condition. So we're gonna turn back. Yeah, the birds are having quite a feast here at Monument Lake. Maybe I should ride the bike. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a bike ride around the lake. Okay, might as well go all the way to the Tamiami Trail. Night and good morning. The sun will be coming up soon. By the way, that Suaoki air compressor I showed at the beginning of the show, very nice. It worked out quite well. So it's a keeper. The only thing that the cable is not long enough for my setup here. I have, you know, the power outlet is all the way up there, so it wouldn't reach to all the tires. But if in a regular car situation, it works out well, and yeah, I like it. I like the fact that you can set up the pressure that you want, and it stops automatically when you reach that tire pressure. I used it to inflate the bike tires as well, and it worked out really good. So I put a link below in the description, so if you guys wanna check it out. Now, back to Miami. All good things come to an end. But before you go, if you liked it, do me a solid and give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, remember to subscribe if you haven't, and check out my other videos. You can also visit the blog at travelingrobert.com, join the mailing list, and follow me on social media at travelingrobert. As always, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. Riding with my RV.